What's going on, everyone? I hope all of you are having a fantastic day today. We're going to skip right past the fluff. We're going to get right into the subject of today's video, which is Kanye West. We're going to divide this video into two parts: the antics he's been on recently and then the music. Because originally, this was going to be a video about his music, his recent music, but in light of some events that have transpired right now, as of last night, I figured it's time we address the elephant in the room. So for those of you who don't know, Kanye went on a Twitter rant, a Twitter spree last night. I woke up this morning, I saw 100 tweet notifications from Kanye. I knew we were fucked. But this is bad. This is worse than anything he's done before, and we need to talk about it. So it started with Kanye talking about Diddy. He's saying basically, free Diddy, free Puff Daddy, free Diddy. Diddy? Are we serious right now? Free Diddy. Now I was like, all right, whatever. This is classic Kanye. I'm not going to pay attention to this. But then I saw on Yeezy.com that he's selling Sean John t-shirts for $20. And if you don't know, that's Diddy's brand. Diddy owns Sean John. And Kanye tweeted that he's collabing with Diddy to sell these Sean John t-shirts, and half the proceeds, so $10 for every shirt that he sells, is going to Diddy, straight to Diddy, of all people. And this is ridiculous. This is someone, he has two daughters. He has two young daughters, and to be promoting this evil, disgusting human being who we've seen on camera assault women, it's terrible. It's inexcusable. It's horrible. Then I went to bed, and in the morning, I found out that this guy went through his greatest hits based on controversies. He went through all the greatest hits. He tweeted slavery is a choice. He talked about his obsession with 1930s Germany and the leader at the time. He just went off. He talked about White Lives Matter again. And if you go on Yeezy.com, I don't know, by the time this video's up, might be removed. I'll post a screenshot. If you go on Yeezy.com, he's selling White Lives Matter t-shirts again. Yeah, it's not great. And me personally, I'm done with his antics. I'm always going to be listening to the music he put out before this. The music after this, I'll get into that. I'm not quite sure, but I'm always going to listen to his music because the music that he put out before all of this bullshit, it's touched my soul. As most of you know, Kanye's my favorite artist. Do I endorse any of the bullshit that he's saying right now? Absolutely not. If you look back at any of my videos from the past couple months when I started making videos again, you'll know I don't endorse or support any of the bullshit that Kanye says. I'll tell you outright, he's a horrible person. He's not a good person. But I'm someone who believes in separating the art from the artist, and that's what I'm choosing to do here. But I will flat out say, Kanye West is not a good person. You should not be endorsing any of the bullshit that he's saying online right now. He's not a good person, flat out. If you support his music that he's cultivated over the past 20 years, I'm not going to blame you. I'm doing that too. I'm still going to listen to his music. Am I in the mood to listen to some Kanye right now? Not really. I'm really not in that headspace right now. But if you still want to listen to his music, I'm not going to fault you. If you, for whatever reason, are agreeing with what he's saying online right now, then we might have a little bit of a problem. But I think in terms of supporting him outside of the music he's already put out, I'm done. Fuck the clothes, fuck all that. I'm sort of done right now. And the thing is with Kanye, you can see on his Twitter, he's ranting about how he's a god, how he's a billionaire, and that he's untouchable. But something he doesn't realize is that the reason he's a billionaire again is because the fans are buying his $20 clothes right now. After this, I've seen on Twitter countless day one fans say they're not doing this anymore. They're not supporting this anymore. So I think what he doesn't realize is that the sales aren't going to be as good anymore. He's not going to sell as much. You think people are going to buy Diddy clothes? Diddy clothes? No one's buying that shit. No one's buying that shit. And if you do buy that shit, you should be on a watch list. No one's buying that shit. But anyways, that's basically, I wanted to touch on his antics a little bit, but the reason I wanted to make this video was I wanted to talk about the music aspect of Kanye, whatever you want to call him, because recently he openly admitted to using artificial intelligence on his songs. He's using AI on Bully, and that's sort of I feel sort of a little bit good right now in terms of that, in terms of the music, because when I address the AI allegations when they first spewed out, I got a lot of comments saying that I was dumb, or that, I didn't know what I was talking about, and that he's not using AI and you just got to use your brain. So all you AI deniers out there, what's the excuse now? He's openly admitted to it. I'll play a clip right here.
Is AI the future of music, or is it a crutch?
It's time for me to explain to people the power of AI and music. So I take a sample, and this is like a dream come true. Back in the days, you used to have to get the 24-track stems, the Motown, like the 24-track reel. It was like this, and they would tape it on a CD or tape it digitally, then you got the different parts. Right now, you could take any song and separate it. Just get the vocals.
Yeah.
Just get the bass line, the drums.
But he's openly admitted to using AI. He's going to be using AI, and his justification for it I don't know if I played the whole clip, because I don't know, I don't want to get this video blocked, whatever, but his justification for using AI is that, you can use AI to separate vocals from samples, and productions change forever. It's so much easier now. That's great. That's fantastic. Do that. No one has a problem with that. What people do have a problem with is you using AI on your own vocals. That's just lazy. It sounds robotic. It doesn't sound like a human being. It's flat out lazy. No one wants to hear that. We've already heard some of that on Vultures 2, which, by the way, dog shit album. I'll say it again. But we've already heard that on Vultures 2. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like you, Kanye. It doesn't sound like you. It sounds like a robot you, which is what it is. And people have noticed that. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants your AI vocals. He played a clip of himself putting his vocals over another rapper on this interview with Justin LeBoy, who's, he's just another yes man at this point. He's surrounded by yes men. We've known this for a long time. But he put himself, an AI voice of himself, over another rapper. I'll play a little clip of it.
Change his voice to my voice.
If you ain't sucking dick, movies, you can get the fuck up on my shit.
If you ain't sucking dick, movies, you can get the fuck up on my shit.
It doesn't sound good. None of this AI bullshit sounds good. And the thing that sucks the most is that the production aspect of Bully, what we've seen so far, it sounds phenomenal. That's what sucks. Throughout all of this, throughout the Vultures era, throughout before that, even now, Kanye's not lost his touch as a producer. So it sucks that we're getting this mumbling, bumbling, ranting piece of shit with these AI vocals on beautiful production. It sucks. It really does. But I think at this point, he's washed. Kanye's washed. And it's a tough pill to swallow, because the first 20 years of his career were some of the highest peaks in music one can have, but at this point, he's washed. I'm not excited for Bully. Does some of that have to do with what he said last night? Yeah, but there's another huge part of me that's just not excited for this album, because I don't want to hear AI. It's tough to accept that your favorite artist of all time is washed, that he's not what he once was. And for a long time, even back in 2022, and even during the Vultures era, I was holding on to hope. No, he's not washed. He's not washed. Just wait. I've waited. He's washed. And I think it's okay to admit that, because I think deep down, the guy who made all of the classics is still there musically. Personally, like his personality, that's gone. But I think the guy who made all those classics is still there somewhere. Will we get him on an album again? I don't know. But the guy who made all those classics, he's gone. And personally, I don't think he's coming back. And it's just a shame for someone like Kanye, for the past 20 years, has always been so in touch with hip-hop and art and the art of music be so out of touch with reality and the reality of the situation. You know, he's comparing AI to auto-tune. And what he's referring to is during the 808s era, when you first used auto-tune, everyone said this is awful. The mainstream of, you know, music said, oh, this is awful. Like, what are you doing? And it turned out he was right about auto-tune. This is different. This is not auto-tune. AI vocals are not auto-tune, buddy. They're not. It's not you. At least with auto-tune, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm not hearing anyone else's voice. I'm not hearing a robot. I'm hearing you, you know? With AI, I'm not hearing you. I'm hearing a robot. And it's disappointing. It's kind of shameful to see such a great artist spiral down as a person and musically over the past 2-3 years. It really is a shame. But you know, I wanted to have this honest conversation with all of you, because those of you who are subscribed to my channel, watch my videos, know how big of a Kanye fan I am, and I'm still gonna listen to the music, but you know, at this point, supporting him outside of the music he's already put out, I'm good. You know, I'm not trying to associate myself with a terrible human being like this. If Vultures 3 and Bully come out, will I react to them like I did Vultures 2? Probably, and I'll give my honest opinions. If it turns out somehow that these albums are good, you know, I'll admit that they're good, you know. But do I have faith in those projects? No, I really don't. But am I still gonna talk about Kanye on this channel? Probably. You know, I might change my mind, but you know, I think I put my stance out there. So, you know, I think I've made myself pretty clear on where I stand with Kanye. So I think in the future, you know, talking about his past work as an artist and, you know, doing videos on him in the future in terms of music, you know, I'm pretty comfortable doing that. But just supporting him outside of that, I'm not. And I don't fault anyone else for having the same opinion. Thank you all for taking the time and ready to watch this. I know it was a lot, but I appreciate all of you watching this. You took a valuable portion out of your day to watch some random shit I made in my college dorm. So thank you. And I'll see you on the flip side.